Okay, well, this was a great conversation we had, and the building part of it, and the nurturing part of it, and what made us do what we want to do and make the decisions we want to make. And I really want to leave off with this message that I just said. I really think we need to teach our kids and our young adults how to love with somebody, how to be with somebody, how to grow with somebody, how to build a family with somebody. Yes, believe me, as a single man, it's great to make the money, it's great to get the bag, it's great to achieve your goals. And I've always said it on this podcast. I took that to the extreme, right? Making me not have kids today in my 40s, and I'm like, God damn, I got, and now I want it. So now I can provide, I can do all that. But there's not a day that goes by that I don't say, you know what, maybe I should, the one that got away, I have that in my life. And I think we need to teach our young kids today, and especially the girls, right, to build with a man, to wait for that special guy to come along and have a kid with, to have a family, to grow, to see what it's like to have uncles, and to learn from other people's mistakes, to grow with somebody, to love that one and only person. Look at them with your heart, not with your eyes, because that gets old, but the heart lives forever and beats forever. That always stays young. My father keeps saying it today. He looks at my mother with the same eyes he looked like when he fell in love with her. That's what he sees in his 80s. And I'm like, God, really? And I think that's what we need to teach our kids. That's what's important. And build a bag, achieve your goals, get all so you can be a good provider to the woman you fall in love with and grow. Because she does take care of you and has a role of taking care of you, just like you have a role of taking care of her, providing and making sure she has the best life possible with you. So when you cannot function, this woman's able to lift you up. And that's what we need to teach our kids today, because gone is the family. People are okay with this external baby mama shit and this and that because they don't know how to love, and some women even have a kid so they have someone to love them. And I think we need to further that with our kids today. That's it.
Oh boy. I'm gonna leave with this. I'm going to suggest that you find a baseline and you find a guide for the things that matter, like relationships, mindset, health, fitness, longevity. Find somebody that can teach you what you need to learn and what you don't know, and help you unlearn the things that have taught you, that you have already learned, that got you to where you are but aren't helping you progress. It's not turning your back on those who taught you before. It's understanding that what they taught you cannot get you to the next level, and you do not know enough to get there by yourself. We are better together than we are apart. Find somebody that you can work together with for longevity. And I'm going to leave it with that.
My bad. All right, so we kind of talked about it earlier. I think most of our decisions, whatever those decisions are, whether it's a relationship, whether it's, how you deal with your friends on the street, which is still a relationship, whether you deal with finances, relationship, how you deal with on your job, relationship. So in other words, however you deal with any form of a relationship is based upon your belief system. I believe wholeheartedly that your belief system must be rooted based upon some doctrine of principles. A lot of times what we do is we take a lot of the things that we were taught and we bring it into our adult life, and then we make decisions based upon those. And those things are good as long as it has some type of principle that's reinforced. Our experiences are our experiences. We should not ever use the experiences against anyone else. So it is a requirement for me to learn from my experiences and then bring the lessons learned forward into my current situation, not the experience forward. And then from there, what I think you need to do before getting into a relationship with anyone else is develop a good relationship with yourself. You need to, kind of analyze your behavior, look at how you deal with certain things, manage your emotions, all that great stuff, and then ask yourself a great question, right? And the greatest question that you can ask yourself is, how comfortable you are with sitting with yourself. I think COVID-19 taught us a valuable lesson. People who've been married for several years realized they didn't really like spending a whole lot of time with one another because COVID-19 made them stay in the same house for an extended period of time. How good of a person are you to be around? That's important to understand. So again, belief system that is rooted in principles, and then have a good relationship with yourself, right? And in order to do that, you need to have a good personal identity. That's a whole nother conversation. And then I also believe that you need to be, again, radically transparent and radically honest, and surround yourself with people who are able to handle those types of things. But in order for them to handle it, you must first handle it as well. You got to be able to handle somebody being honest with you. You got to be able to handle somebody being straightforward with you. And all of those things come to bear. And last but not least, I'm gonna go back to what Antoine said. Learn how to love. I don't think we live in a society that teaches love. We live in a society that teaches like. And social media kind of reaffirms that everything is like this, like that, like this. And when you look at a lot of relationships aren't founded in love today. It's founded in like. And lo and behold, if you ever make somebody upset, they think you don't like them. No, that's not even true. I cannot like you at this particular moment and still love you. That is a thing. So I think that's important to understand. So all of those things together, and I think you'll get to the point to where you make the right decisions in relationships.
All right, first, I just want to say, first of all, I want to say thank y'all to everybody for having me. I know this is my very first time being here. I enjoyed the conversation. I enjoyed the building. My only final thought in summing everything up that we have talked about, and what I keep hearing is, I know not Roland, but I know Dwayne them said love. But my thing is also about the respect factor. Once you be able to respect yourself, and then everybody else will be able to respect you. You hold yourself accountable, and everybody else can be able to hold you at that same level of what you hold yourself to. I know everything we've talked about today was basically changing your mindset and having a foundation. And yes, the Word of God is definitely one that I would really recommend for anybody, is to get into the Word of God. Now, once again, let me be very clear about this. When I say the Word of God, that could be your Quran, that could be your way of worshiping. I can say, so when I say get into the Word of God, get into relationship with God, find Him for yourself, know Him for yourself, and experience Him for yourself. But aside from that, I just ask everybody just to respect yourself and respect others. Because once you learn how to respect somebody, then the love becomes a little bit easier. And that's all I have. I thank you guys for actually having me out. Appreciate you.
For me, it's only one thing: old school R&B. No, I'm just kidding. I had to joke. But find yourself a perfect couple. And when I say a perfect couple, I don't mean two perfect people, because that doesn't exist. But a perfect couple would be two people that work together for the common goal of the family, of the marriage, of the whole. And when you've seen them, they've been through the ups and the downs, and they stuck together. They found a way to make it through, not just sticking together just to be together, but they stuck together and worked it out in a healthy manner, to where they realized that the love supersedes everything else, and they still maintain that. So with everything everybody else said, if you can find yourself positive examples of what falling and getting up looks like, that'll be definitely beneficial and something to look forward to in your own life, because you'll realize that it's not about when somebody falls, because you will fall, you will have disagreements, but it's about how you handle the person and how they handle you in your adversities and in your discomfort and questionable situations. That's where you find out who's actually for you and who's not for you.